Thank you, Steve. So here we go. One more match which stands between either Mansfield Town or York City and that final Wembley chance of a Football League return. Nottinghamshire meets Yorkshire for a place in northwest London in 13 days' time. And the One Call Stadium is rocking. What was the old Field Mill, the second oldest football ground in the country, has rarely had an atmosphere quite like this. Just short of 8,000 fans have packed in, by far and away the biggest crowd of the campaign here. 1,500 have come down the M1 from York, and they all know the meaning and the magnitude of this match here today. 5 days on, these two teams meet once again with a tie all square at one apiece. That was also the scoreline when these sides met here on Boxing Day. But on this bank holiday Monday, there must be a winner. Well, the headline news from Mansfield, the suspension of Matt Green, of course. The top scorer with 29 goals so far, he will be a huge loss. The man to come in, the second top goal scorer, Louis Briscoe, who came off the bench at York 5 days ago. The other issue came in defence, but Martin Riley is fit and he starts at the back. York also make one change. Lanre Oyebanju is back from injury. He will play in midfield, so that sees James Meredith back at left back. Their top scorer, Jason Walker, a playoff final loser with Luton last season. Can he fly York to Wembley here today? It is Mansfield's fourth campaign at this level after nearly 80 years in the Football League. It's York's 8th season in the 5th tier. They have had their fair share of heartache in these playoffs before, but will this finally be their year? We saw Jason Walker miss a big chance in that first leg back at Bootham Crescent, and Mark, he will be a key man here today.
Definitely, like we said before, York are going to have to deal with Mansfield's threat physically. If they can do that and get their passing style going and get the ball into Jason Walker's feet like they did for spells in the first game, then that can really, really trouble Mansfield.
Well, Mansfield have a superb home record. York so impressive on the road. The Minstermen have lost only once away from home now since September. Can they deal with his long throw? Such a feature of the first leg. Exeter Skohagen, part of this Mansfield team once again here, and a man who, Mark, you know very well.
Yeah, in my opinion, he should be playing in the Football League. He's a big, commanding defender. He's quick, and he's got that throw, which is an unbelievable weapon, as we've already seen.
Played championship football with you, Mark, at Peterborough. And the man in charge here of this game today is the referee, who is Alan Davis. It was a big game involving the man in charge in the first leg, a contentious first leg. He'll hope to be out of the spotlight in this one here. Well, the Stags have not been beaten here now since November the 5th, a time which could barely be better poised. And these Mansfield players and fans fully aware of the importance of the next 90 minutes and maybe more. The two sides have drawn 3 games so far this season, but something must separate them here at the One Call Stadium today. The roar tells the tale. We're all set. In the rain here at the One Call Stadium, it will be a fizzing pitch, and it should be quite some battle for that place at Wembley. It will be the home side, Mansfield Town, to get this playoff semi-final second leg off and underway, playing from left to right in the first half. So Mansfield and York, 1 game from Wembley, 2 games from a Football League return. Last Wednesday's draw, the third between these two finally matched teams this season. Today there has to be a winner and something has to give. Mark, the players out there must be absolutely bouncing with this atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a cracking atmosphere, and it's important that they get an early touch on the ball and get used to the surface. It's really bobbly, which probably suit Mansfield of the two teams, I think.
Challoner with the throw for York. He was the man whose fizzing ball in provoked the own goal from Exeter's Gohagan in the first leg. York, who've lost only 3 times on their travels all season. Well, that's a month ago at Newport County. They have a terrific travelling support here today. Challoner's ball forward, dealt with by Richie Sutton. Here's Adam Murray. Now Meredith back in the left back position, and he was caught. The free kick goes the way of York City. Gary Roberts there, the guilty party. A tenacious player, but also a man who can unlock defences. He has the X factor, and Mansfield may well need him in the course of this second leg. Returning Oyebanje with the free kick. There's a foul there seen on the far side by the assistant. A push on Gohagan.
Yeah, silly foul, no need. He's let him off the hook there. He's got to keep the ball in the box as long as they can. They've let him off the hook, and goal kick to Mansfield.
Paul Cox there, the Mansfield boss, only 40 years of age, his first campaign with the club. Can he become the man to take Mansfield back to where they feel they belong? As they were the favourites coming into these end-of-season playoffs. Expectation on the shoulders of both managers here. Gary Mills, whose team have won 6 of their last 7 away games. That will give them plenty of confidence and plenty of belief. There's also the contrast in styles, Mark, with these two teams once again here today.
Yeah, Mansfield are a little bit more direct than York. You know, they've got a lot of big players in the team, and like we said, that York have got to stand up to that. If they can get the ball down and play, which is going to be difficult on this surface, that'll give them more of a chance.
So a chance to test this York defence now for perhaps the first real time in the game. Chris Smith back there, the skipper. Chris Doig alongside him. It's a pretty high defensive line here. There's the free kick, up towards Dyer. Roberts. Turn back goal was once again towards Gohagan. Howell lost his footing. Didn't see much contact from behind. A few hopeful appeals there from the fans here rather than players. Here's Gohagan again. Appeared to be a handball, but it wasn't spotted.
That's what Mansfield are going to try and do. They're going to try and get the ball in the box, keep it in there, and get the second balls, and hope that the York defenders switch off.
Well, we know what's coming now. It'll be a Gohagan long throw. Seems to be the handball there, though, it wasn't seen.
I think they've obviously done a bit of work, York, on trying to keep a high line, trying to keep Mansfield as far away from the goal as they can.
There's a monster run up here from Exeter's Gohagan. Length no issue for him. He's in towards Dyer, who won the flick. Of course, it was that combination which put Mansfield in front 5 days ago. Good pace about the game here. Here's Challoner for York. Long towards Walker. There's good covering there by Luke O'Neill, the right back, coming round the back.
It was important he got round there on the cover. Very important.
Challoner. Anticipation there with Murray. Challoner with the pass forward over here. It's a simple on punt forward. Luke O'Neill with some fine defensive work there for Mansfield Town when he's just 20 years of age. She's got there in the nick of time. Graduate of the Leicester City Academy. Remember, in these Blue Square Bet Premier playoffs, the away goals don't count double, so no extra advantage for Mansfield with the goal they scored 5 days ago. Even after extra time, it won't be a factor here today. Here's Doig. Had a big early chance from a corner in the opening leg. Chris Smith, former Mansfield manager. So too this man Challoner. Murray trying to find Dyer with the early pass, but Smith was there. Here's Doy. Walker. Meredith. Held up there in the wind, and Walker's on chase. Square pass was behind McLaughlin, but here's Meredith trying to slip that one to Walker. It's a really good battle out there. Mansfield just about cleared their lines.
A little cameo of what York are about there. A little passage of play when they kept the ball and passed it, and they end up nearly getting the fullback in.
Mansfield unbeaten in their last 7 matches. And they won 13 of 15 games coming into these playoffs. Very much the form team ahead of this end of season fair. They've only lost 7 games all season. So the champions Fleetwood, who lost fewer in the regular 46 matches. In the whole campaign, they never suffered back-to-back defeats. It's their goalkeeper Adam Marriott, who lost in the Football League playoffs with Lincoln City. Lots of experience out there for Mansfield today.
It's important that Mansfield, when Jason Walker drops into midfield, one of the centre-halves or the midfield players have got to get tight to him. So he'll be the key to all their passing play.
Here's Meredith, looking towards McLaughlin. Coming across is Gohagan. The throw has gone in York's favour. A very good campaign from midfield so far this year. McLaughlin scored 10 goals. Northern Irishman with the throw. Returned to him by Chambers. Tracking back there is Briscoe. The man brought in as Mansfield try and replace Matt Green. Briscoe is their second top scorer in the course of this campaign, but he had a cameo rolled off the bench in the first leg back on Wednesday night. He was a man who scored a semi-final winning goal last season against Luton in the FA Trophy. A man who can come alive on these big stages. Here's Riley. I wonder how fit he will be, Mark, going off so early on with a hamstring injury. Only 5 days on, he's back out there again.
It's a little bit of a strange one, that, you know, if you come off as early as he did with a hamstring injury, there's really no way you're expecting him to be fit to play. They must have a good physio, Mansfield.
Ian Pearce is their physio. He's the man who can take the plaudits. Here's Meredith. Just brushed off it there fairly by Briscoe.
Exactly as we thought, very frantic, not a lot of quality at the moment, and both teams feeling each other out.
Here's Doy. Up towards Blair. He went Walker. Now Briscoe. It's the early pass up towards Dyer. Flag was up for offside. Sarah Garrett with the flag on this near touchline. Under the watchful eye there of Paul Cox, who was not too happy with the officials in the first leg. Certainly some contentious moments he felt went against his side. Obviously the handball for the second yellow card given against Green. Highly controversial. You weren't in agreement, Mark.
I mean, people are talking about the intent, but you know, if he didn't handball it, he didn't handball it. It's not a yellow card, so I think he's a little bit unlucky that he can't play.
Of course, he will be back if they reach Wembley. Only a one-match ban, which Matt Green has to endure. Wayne Banjo with the header. Diving in there went Gary Roberts. Some issues off the pitch a few months back, but he's put that to one side now.
Very, very talented player, and I'm sure he'll be knocking on the Football League door again, especially even if it's not with Mansfield.
Let's go Hagan with the header. Riley there to help him out. Briscoe, he met Meredith. Riley away once again. Dyer. Briscoe turns it wide. Here's Howe. Tracking back though was McLaughlin. Not the best clearance though there. Straight to Roberts. Back came Meredith. And Mansfield turn half the corner and the volume rises.
The pitch is really bobbly, you know, it's really difficult for both teams to try and get it down and pass it.
So for this first real set-piece chance, what can Mansfield muster? Can they test Michael Ingham?
I think this is where their biggest threat will come from, Mansfield. The size difference, you know, it's big.
It'll be Luke O'Neill with the outswinging corner. Really flat trajectory, it was Spilt as well. It'll come the way of Murray. He caught that with some power, but he was well blocked by Chambers. Here's Meikle. Murray again. And it's broken now in favour of York City and in favour of Blair. All alone here. What can he do from here? Roberts back with an excellent tackle.
There you go, you talk about Gary Roberts' ability, but pure desire there to get back and make a last-ditch tackle. Fantastic. But every time the ball goes into York's penalty area, you feel as though something's going to happen. Fantastic block from Adam Murray's shot.
Not the most convincing goalkeeping though in the opening stages there by Michael Ingham, who's been to Wembley on 2 occasions with York City and lost on both occasions. He missed the last 3 games with the regular campaign with an ankle injury. Paul Musselwhite came in, and he's back now between the posts. Go Hagan with the header. Turned on towards Howell, who has some pace. Doig there had to be careful. And just shy of 8,000 fans here. It feels like at least double that. Of course, an eventful day in the first leg for that lady there, the chief executive of Mansfield Town, Caroline Still. Part of this sellout crowd here today. Smith. Chambers on the chase, trying to get goal side of O'Neill. And O'Neill defending well. He's a pacey player though. Ashley Chambers, a man with 9 goals so far this year, but none now in the past 4 months. He'll be eager to end that drought. This will be York City's first corner. Chris Smith up there. So too is Chris Doig. As we come towards the quarter of an hour play. Here's the corner. Smith with the header. Blair. McLaughlin! On the half volley, but high over the bar.
Yes, fell to his wrong foot, I think. I think he preferred that on his other foot, and he might have hit the target, but difficult one to score from.
Here's Briscoe. Meikle. Twisting and turning. And then Meikle penalised for the foul. Seen as a promising youngster, Lindon Meikle, but he's now 24 years of age, trying to push on. And who arrived in the summer from Eastwood Town following Paul Cox. Ingham with the free kick. It's a push there by Gohagan. A free kick here in a dangerous position. Gohagan wasn't sure here.
Yeah, the referee seems to be giving a lot of free kicks at the minute, especially to York, and it's not helping with the flow of the game.
So can York take advantage of this? Perhaps slightly fortuitous free kick which has come their way. This was the offence here.
Never, ever, ever been a free kick. Ever.
He can feel hard done by. Will it come to cost Mansfield Town? Jason Walker waits. Walker's effort, it's safe to say, was pretty poor. Walker bats here for Challoner. It was Meikle applying the pressure, and Meikle will keep this in play. He needs support now. It's arriving now as well, and Murray with the effort. Deflects behind for a corner.
John Challoner didn't deal with a bouncing ball there. He's got to go and deal with that. And a great run from Adam Murray to get on the end of it. Challoner makes a great tackle.
30 years of age, Adam Murray busting a gut to get there. Now waiting for this corner from Luke O'Neill. Another flat one. Comes for Murray. Helped back into the penalty area. And away by Chambers. Briscoe still battling away here. Gohagan. O'Neill. Promising stuff here from Mansfield. O'Neill again. And it was blocked by Doig. There's a few frantic moments back there now for York. Given away cheaply then by Walker. And there were 2 first-half goals in the first leg last week, and still nothing between these two teams. Briscoe trying to edge Mansfield ahead. Lindon Meikle. And Meikle's effort. Slightly awkward batch there in front of the goalkeeper.
See the 2 wider players for Mansfield, Meikle and Briscoe. If you give them opportunities to run at you, they will cause problems. It's exactly what's happening at the moment.
A good vibrant start here. Not so much by way of goal-mouth action, but plenty of bite in the game. Walker went down, there was no foul given. Dan Parslow. It's picked up by O'Neill, who will drive at Meredith. Now Howell. Here Banjo came back. Meredith once again. Just clear his lines, but it's always dangerous when Gohagan's on the pitch.
Yeah, it's another one they've got to stand up to. But it's Mansfield getting on top now. They've got the crowd going. Slowly but surely they're getting on top of the game.
It's a long ball runner. Mextus Gohagan. Here he is now. In it comes. And Doig with the header. And York dealt with that one.
The referee's doing his best for York, I must say. You know, he's any contact, he's giving free kicks straight away.
Here's Challoner. Let's get a word with the York boss, Gary Mills, with Caroline.
Gary, lots of play being broken up at the moment. Do you think it's the conditions?
Yeah, it's not easy out there. The pitch is very bobbly, and but you know, it's an even game at the moment. The first 20 minutes is important today, particularly for us, you know, to keep a clean sheet. But we're doing okay.
Seems like a couple of the mistakes are being made, you know, by your players giving the ball back to them a couple of times.
Yeah, we have. You know, it's gone into Jason a couple of times where we want it to stick. That's made it break down a little bit, which obviously suited them. But we'll be okay. We're doing okay.
Gary, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Gary fairly happy there so far. And his team yet to really fashion a clear chance. Perhaps not the best service so far to Walker.
No, the different systems, both teams. Mansfield have got 2 holding midfield players, which is enabling the 3 in front of them to go and support Dyer, whereas York have got 1 holding midfield player, more of a 4-1-4-1, finding it difficult to get support up to Jason Walker.
These are 2 teams who are 3rd and 4th in the Blue Square Bet Premier this season. In fact, in 7 of the 9 years of these conference playoffs, the winning team has come from this semi-final.
It's interesting that.
Here's Briscoe up against Meredith. It's a corner.
Yeah. Adam Murray was having a go at his centre half there, Riley, because he never got tight to Jason Walker, which is what we spoke about. If they let him come off and get the ball into feet, it'll cause problems. And the captains gave his centre half a right rocket there, and rightly so.
Challoner station there by the near post. It's the third Mansfield corner. Deep one towards Gohagan. And it's a good take by Michael Ingham.
It's a free one for the goalkeeper. It's a poor ball, and it's giving the goalkeeper a chance to come and claim that. Got to keep it away from the keeper, so he's a big lad.
31 years of age, Michael Ingham, the Northern Ireland international, vastly experienced man. In his 4th campaign now playing with York. He's had spells with Wrexham and Sunderland. There's Briscoe, now O'Neill. Turned on by Dyer. He's not really had an impact in the game so far.
Every ball that's gone up to him has been above shoulder height. And, he's won a lot of headers, but he's had nothing in the box in and around his feet yet.
Coming towards the midway point of the first half. Meredith with the throw. Gohagan. By Meredith once again. Chambers. Run back by Gohagan. And switching it for Meikle. His touch was too heavy. And a few ironic cheers there from the travelling York supporters. Challoner with the throw, turned on by Walker. No one there, a gamble behind him. Sliced away by Riley. Don't forget this, the first game of our big double-header on Premier Sports following this match. The second leg of the second semi-final. And Luton have a 2-goal advantage going to Wrexham. And then the big one, the final live from Wembley on the 20th of May. Our coverage starts at 2:30. And which of these two teams will be there? The answer, no clearer just yet. It's been even between these two teams all season, and even once again here.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a tight game, and it's proven to be that way. Just Mansfield, I feel, are a little bit on top of the game at the minute, and the 2 holding midfield players are strangling the game for them. You know, Adam Murray and Gary Roberts are doing very well.
Mansfield finished 1 place and 6 points ahead of York. 2 teams etched in Football League experience. This is Mansfield's first appearance in these playoffs since they dropped out of the Football League in 2008. Dyer for Briscoe, looking towards Howell. That run there from midfield once again. It's a big part of his game. Here's Doig. Towards Blair. Won by Gohagan, but here's Chambers. Blair. Chambers. They're foiled there by the offside flag, York City.
Struggling to get any forward play going at all, York, aren't they, at the moment? And I think that's testament to the back 4 and the 2 holding midfield players of Mansfield are doing very well.
They have scored 38 away goals this season. Only Fleetwood have managed more than that. Actually top of the mini-table between these 4 playoff teams. They had a double over Luton. They won away at Wrexham. They got the draw here. Another set piece though will test them now.
It's 50-50 that one. It's quite good at that, Dyer. Backs in and gets a few free kicks. So another test for York.
So Luke O'Neill is poised. Here's the free kick. It's fizzed at Howe. Run back well by Briscoe. Then in came Blair. Here's Walker. Allows that ball to go out of play for the throw. Just taken quickly. Chambers. McLaughlin. Sutton came across. Left back covering this time. He did end the first leg playing at centre back alongside Gohagan after Riley went off injured. Danny Andrews, the man who came on. He is on the bench once again here.
Long throw from York.
Can McLaughlin succeed?
No.
Gohagan did in the first leg. Gone for the short one. Here he is again. Chambers now. Dinks up there, dangerous ball. It was Oya Banjo who was trying to pounce. Roberts with the pass. Wasn't meant for Briscoe, but it's helped on now for Howe. O'Neill. Dyer. There's a push there by Oya Banjo, and it's a cheap one to give away within shooting range.
A good opportunity to get a shot on target. I don't think we've had one yet, so good opportunity. Gary Roberts has got it in his locker, I think, and so has Adam Murray.
So around about 25 yards from goal, central position, 5 being lined up in the York City wall. Will Ingham be forced into a save here? Roberts, 2 main contenders.
He scored a couple of free kicks this year, Luke O'Neill. I've seen him score a couple of free kicks. He's got good technique, but looks like Gary Roberts.
Could this be a big moment here? It's a big set-piece chance for Mansfield Town. It is Luke O'Neill who leaves it. Roberts! And it came off that wall. Now to play for a throw. No let up in the pressure.
I think they prefer the throw-in, to be honest. They get big X on it and sling it into the box.
Exeter's Gohagan makes the long trudge across to line up this one. Roberts there poised, 6 yards of goal. Briscoe waits 2. Just too close though to Ingham. And dispatched quickly, it's a wonderful throw. Here's Blair. Blair still going here. Murray came back in the nick of time. Goes Meikle. Sutton. Given away poorly. McLaughlin. Came off the shins of Gohagan. Meikle. That's straight out.
Defending the set pieces really well, York. At the moment, the things that are coming into their box, they're defending them really well.
Here's Doy. Walker. McLaughlin. A late one there from Murray, but it's fair. It's a big prize for these 2 teams, and the 2 teams you'll see later on. The last 9 teams to go up by the playoffs are still in the Football League. I think it was Wimbledon who went up via this route last season. The likes of Oxford, Torquay, Carlisle, Morecambe have all gone through this process and established themselves in the Football League. It's the aim for one of these 4 teams. Meredith. Walker, lovely touch. Here's Blair. Right towards Chambers. Neil got there first. It'll be Meredith with the throw. Parslow came short. The man who was part of York City's last playoff losing side 2 years ago, Dan Parslow. That's when they lost against Oxford in 2010. Actually lost their last 2 games at Wembley. Yes, they'll be there in the FA Trophy final this season. It was Mansfield who went to the FA Trophy final last year, beaten by Mark Cooper's Darlington. Good memories for you there, Mark.
A year ago today, seems like 10.
Lots happened since then. It's not the best ball then. Drift all the way out of play on that far side.
game's gone a bit scrappy now. The intensity's gone out of it a little bit, and it's a bit scrappy, but it needs a goal.
Exceptional first campaign in charge for Paul Cox with Mansfield. It's only his second job in management. Took charge here after leaving Eastwood Town, team from the Conference North, side he led to back-to-back promotions. Free kick for Mansfield Town. Another physical battle. Another chance to pack that penalty area.
He's tried to, he's won the ball there. The Mansfield player's not even tried to jump. Be interested to know how many free kicks you've had so far in this game. They're locked.
Been plenty of whistle from the man in charge. O'Neill with the free kick. Really fizzed in with pace there. It was Dyer who came around the back.
They're not making the most of their set pieces, I don't feel, at the moment, Mansfield. Getting lots of opportunities to put balls in the box, and the balls have not been good enough at the moment.
It's Mansfield's fourth campaign at this level. They need that 12th man to get them out of this division. It's a beat there with a bit of a whimper from the drummer. Chambers, McLaughlin, Oyebanjo, in came Murray with a typical Murray tackle. There's the early pass, Dyer, the only man forward.
I think that's where they missed Matt Green. I think Matt Green would have been onto that and one-on-one with a goalkeeper, whereas Dyer's looking to get back to goal and maybe get hold of that.
Chambers chasing here. There's O'Neill who had to be wary. Good jump from Blair. And Briscoe, Howell, one back there by Meredith. Try and stride beyond Roberts. He'll get beyond Roberts as well. It's a fantastic run here, and he's still going.
Gary Roberts very lucky there. He chased him for about 30 yards, and you could see he was desperate to make a tackle, and he decided to make it in the box. It's either he's got very lucky, or it was good judgment. Good tackle, but he's gone to ground in the box. Anything can happen, especially with the free kicks this referee's giving.
On by Briscoe, chasing his Howe. Smith on the cover. Challoner. Roberts. Not the best pass that one, but ambitious. Oyebanjo. York have full forward here. Oyebanjo driving on. Well, he was flagged down there not once but twice. And the free kick given for the first one. And there might well be a card coming here.
I think Adam Murray will look at that and think, well, I had to bring him down there. So he was bearing down on the last defender.
Well, they had 2 bites to stop him. Which is there'll just be a stern talking to and nothing more.
Booking Sutton, I think. No, Riley. Booking Riley.
The yellow card's out now. It will be Riley, the recipients.
Chance for York now to put the ball in Mansfield's box. See if Mansfield they can defend it as well as York have.
We saw plenty of first leg yellow cards, now the first of this second leg. But a chance now for York. It's a very presentable position. Again, Walker stands over it as the referee marches back that Mansfield defensive wall. McLaughlin and Chambers there as well. McLaughlin's effort. He's trying to deceive the goalkeeper.
Oh, it's a corner, it's a corner. Referee. You see that from here. You will sometimes wonder what on earth they see, referees. Tell by the players' reactions, all the Mansfield players walking back towards their own goal for a corner.
McLaughlin there could feel hard done by. Glancing flick off the back, which was not spotted. In these tight games like this, moments like that can matter.
Yeah, they can build build you a bit of momentum or lose you a bit of momentum. And I'm sure Gary will be having a quiet word, and the referee's here at half time.
Former European Cup winner. There's a glare there towards the officials. Shake of the head as well.
Another long throw.
The fourth official.
Here we go.
Long way out this one. It's no issue for Gohagen. Look at that one go.
Yeah, the referee cannot wait to give free kicks. I think somebody must have bought him a whistle for his birthday or Christmas. You know, it's let the game flow. He's spoiling the game. It's not a free kick. How's that a free kick? You know, the assessor's got to go and have a word with him at half time and say you're spoiling what should be a fantastic occasion.
It has been bitty. It's been punctuated by his whistle. And it's still goalless.
There we go again. He should be working on the train station.
Never fancy referee, Mark?
No chance.
Doig towards Meredith. Now by Gohagen.
Henry Banji's got a long throw and he hasn't took one yet. I don't know why, whether he's got a problem, but when he was at Histon he used to throw it miles. So he's on the edge of the box again.
It's McLaughlin who has the ball. 7 minutes to half time. It's a good long one. And it's a decent take by the goalkeeper. Let's go back downstairs, and now Paul Cox is with Caroline.
Paul, you seem to be getting quite a lot of joy with different free kicks outside their area, but not making them count at the moment.
No, our quality in the box has not been good at the minute, but both sides are very tentative at the minute, and there's not much between the two sides. But I'm sure as the game more it progresses, I think they'll open up a little bit more.
Gary was talking about the conditions earlier on, but I know that the pitch, you've got it exactly how you wanted it.
No, it's the groundsman that to work on it. The pitch is the same for both sides, and it's not been manufactured that way. It's just that we've had a lot of football on it this season.
All right, Paul. Good luck.
Thank you.
A little bit of conjecture about the pitch, Mark. Certainly thought it was a factor when he came here today, didn't you?
Yeah, it was not conducive to playing good football, that's for certain. It's these occasions very rarely about that. It's about who's got the heart and the desire.
Well, Roberts has the heart and the desire, and he was fouled there by McLaughlin. And surely yellow card number 2 in the game is forthcoming now. McLaughlin can have no complaints here. Mansfield had a potent break on there. And the midfield man from Northern Ireland finds himself in the book, and this is why.
They just ran across each other and clipped his ankle. Nothing malicious, just one of them collisions.
So Alan Marriott will pump it long. It's up towards Howell.
I think that wind's a bit stronger than we give it credit for, and that's having something to do with the game as well. It's been difficult for them to get it down, and the wind's not helping, but strong wind and a bobbly pitch, not conducive to good football.
You would think it's May Bank Holiday Monday. It's cold, it's windy, and it's rainy up here on the gantry as well. Five minutes until the interval. And both goals in the first, they came in the first half. Dye got up, Meikle up there in front of Smith, but Doig was there to help out. Now Murray, he's done well to work that space for Sutton. Now, can they find a good ball here? Richie Sutton, in towards Dyer, away by Smith, but only as far as O'Neill. Murray, it's too long. final pass is lacking. He's a man who has played Premier League football, I should say, Adam Murray, in his time with Derby County. It's his third spell now with Mansfield. Played for them twice before in the Football League.
Yeah, he's done really well. He's had a good career, Adam, and very clever player. And you know, he's the captain. He definitely leads this team. The game's littered with mistakes at the moment from both sides. It's a typical playoff game. Just needs a spark.
Ingham with the goal kick. It's kept in play by Meredith. That went McLaughlin. Meredith trying another foray up there from left back. In comes Murray. Parslow tracking back. There's two players. It's a really good battle there. Here's Walker. He was being tracked by Sutton. Quickly taken. McLaughlin. It's come away from Gohagen. And then Roberts came back. McLaughlin still. Parslow. Walker. McLaughlin. Challengers forward. So is Chambers. And it's come for Walker. It's Luke O'Neill who's down here. It was a heavy bang.
Brave header. He had to get up there at the back post and head that away.
Part of the Leicester City Academy. Luke O'Neill arrived at Mansfield on free transfer back at the start of this campaign. He's a man who has scored 3 goals though so far this year, the last of which came back in October. Sutton's throw. It's on by Dyer. Meikle. Keep that ball in play. Things just breaking down that final third.
Yeah, I mean, when there's so much at stake in the games like this, it's always very difficult for players, and finding it difficult to get 2 or 3 passes together at the moment.
Mansfield trying to make home advantage count. Team who've won 9 of their last 10 games here at the One Call Stadium. It's a wonderful home record, and buoyed on by the biggest crowd here of this campaign today. Not too much to show for their efforts though so far. Walker, a man in the wars in his first half.
So referee's whistle again. They'll have to change the P at half time, I think. I think we're looking at maybe one mistake or one piece of brilliance is going to settle this either way.
Here's Challoner. Blair. Turned to him by Walker, and Blair's done well. Gohagen back in the nick of time, and York have a corner late in this first half.
Definitely defences on top at the moment. Both back fours have done really well, clearing any signs of danger at all at the moment. Good tackle from Exeter Gohagen.
Well, this will be the perfect time to get a goal here just before the break. York on the front foot. Can they make this set piece count? It'll be Oyabanjo with the corner. Cleared away by O'Neill. Murray up towards Meikle, the only Mansfield player forward. He wanted more support there, but it was all hands on deck at the back.
Yeah, Mansfield have cleared that corner, and York have got 2 defenders marking Lindon Meikle, and he's been able to bring that down. Should never really happen, but he gave the ball away anyway. Another mistake.
Well, now in first half stop and shine, which there'll be just the 1 minute. You'd imagine so far, Mark, Gary Mills will be the happier man.
Yeah, solely because they're away from home, and they've quietened this crowd down quite a lot. So like I said, I think it'll come down to a mistake or someone, doing something outstanding. More
whistle, another free kick, this time in favour of Mansfield.
Yeah.
And is this their big moment before the break? They're a big team. Can they make it count here?
Interesting, they leave one of their biggest players at the back for all the set pieces, you know. Sutton, he's got to be 6'2", and they leave him at the back, get him in the box.
Well, he stays back, got Hagen's forward. It'll be Luke O'Neill with the free kick. It's a long and looping one. Almost came for Howell, then Murray goes in, and guess what? Free kick. Well, it's the York fans who are by far and away the happier. Just short of 2,000 have come down here today. Clean sheet so far for York City, and parity in this playoff semi-final. So that's half-time at the Wembley Stadium. It was goalless so far here, one apiece in the first leg, so it's still all even in this playoff semi-final, and nothing to choose between Messrs Gary Mills and Paul Cox. And the half-time score here at the Wembley Stadium: Mansfield 0, York City 0.